I'm Dr. LaDonna Boyd, presenting the curriculum lesson for the week of December 26, 2021. The title of this week's lesson is The Consequences of Justice, and it comes from Nahum chapter 1. You can follow along with us in the Adult Christian Life book from R.H. Boyd. How do we become people who witness persevering hope in the face of our world's injustices? How do we hold fast to hope for victims of injustice who wait to be rescued? What about those who perpetrate injustice? What is our hope for all who commit the horrors of abuse in our world? Nahum described God as slow to anger yet judges the guilty. He avenges the oppressed and comforts the powerless. The first two verses of Nahum's message set the entire book's tone. The book emphasized the destruction of Nineveh, but it also stresses hope for God's people. Nahum based his hope on the presence of God in the world. The oppressing nation would be removed because of the sovereignty of God. The prophet was not an unabashed optimist. Rather, his optimism came because of God's character. The God who is slow to anger and great in power will not leave his people. He will provide for their needs. The character of God means that evil cannot triumph in the world. As it says in Nahum chapter 1, verses 7 through 8, the Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He protects those who take refuge in him, even in a rushing flood. He will make a full end of his adversaries and will pursue his enemies into darkness. God wants a personal relationship with his people. Such knowledge is the basis of a relationship in which he can truly show care and concern. Nahum reminds us that all nations are under divine judgment and that evil will not go undisciplined forever. Even though Assyria served for a time as the instrument of God's wrath, that does not mean that Assyria will go unpunished for its gross cruelties. Nahum is not concerned with the Babylonian invasion looming in the not-too-distant future. He fails to understand that even as there will be freedom from the Assyrians, the Babylonians are no better. Still, he expresses a shout of victory, for God has acted. Nahum chapter 1, verse 15 says, "Look, on the mountains the feet of the one who brings good tidings, who proclaims peace. Celebrate your festivals, O Judah. Fulfill your vows, for never again shall the wicked invade you. They are utterly cut off." Let us all take refuge in the words here that state that wickedness will be cut off from us. We can celebrate the good news and know that God will always look out for his people. Nahum worshiped by respecting God's vengeance, trusting God's patience, and resting in God's omnipotence, and waiting for God's good justice. As this year comes to a close, be thankful that God has helped you through trials and tribulations. Though we have all experienced hard times, we can rest in knowing that happiness and healing are soon to come. On behalf of R.H. Boyd, I wish you and your loved ones a happy new year and many blessings throughout 2022. I hope that you enjoyed this week's lesson. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Also check us out on our social media accounts at RH Boyd Co. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website, www.rhboyd.com.